Welcome, this is morning stretching. We have 8 different exercises, and every time we have done an exercise, these 8 exercises, we're going to look for an info snippet to transcription factors for molecular biology. Participating in the exercises is at your own risk. So the first exercise, we have a leg standing wide apart, and we breathe in, and again out. And breathe in, and out. And again in, and out. Again in, and out. Again in, and out. In, and out. And we're going to do it from last time. Breathe in, and out. In, out. Now breathe in, close the legs, and we have done the opening exercise of the morning stretching. We always breathe in through the nose, deep into the chest, and out through the mouth. So breathe in through the nose, into the chest, and out through the mouth. The first info snippet to transcription factors from molecular biology is: the transcription factor is a protein. So the transcription factor is a protein. And directly the next slide. DNA and messenger RNA exist. So there is DNA and messenger RNA. And the next exercise, now we have the legs standing wide apart. We breathe in, we're bringing our arms up, and we breathe out, and we go to the side. And now we breathe in and open the rib cage. So breathe in and out. And again in and out, back into the middle. And now breathe in and out, we go into the other side. Now breathe again in and open the rib cage. So breathe in and out. And again in and out, back into the middle. So transcription factors. The transcription factor is a protein, and DNA and messenger RNA exist. The so-called transcription exists. So there is something called transcription. Now the next exercise, we have the legs again standing a bit wide apart, a bit more than shoulder width wide apart. We breathe in and out, and one hand slides down the leg and the other shoulder stays down. And now breathe in again and out, we're taking the arm over. And breathe in and open the rib cage again. And out. Again in and out, back into the middle. And now breathe in and out, we come to the other side. One hand slides down the leg and the other shoulder stays down. And breathe in and out, and the arm comes over. And breathe in and open the rib cage. So breathe in and out. And again in and out, back into the middle. So transcription factors. The transcription factor is a protein, and DNA and also RNA, messenger RNA exists. And the so-called transcription exists. There is a rate of transcriptions between DNA and messenger RNA. So there is a rate of these transcriptions between this DNA and this messenger RNA. The next exercise. Now we have the feet standing together. We breathe in, bringing our arms up. And we breathe out, and one hand goes down. And now we breathe in and reach to both ends. So breathe in and reach. And out, back into the middle. And breathe in. And out, now the other hand comes down. And breathe again in and reach. So breathe in. And out. And we're going to do that one more time. So breathe in and out. And breathe in and reach. And out. And breathe in and out. And breathe in and reach. Breathe in and out. Transcription factors. A transcription factor is a protein. DNA and messenger RNA exists. The so-called transcription exists. And there is a rate of transcriptions between DNA and messenger RNA. And the protein, the transcription factor, controls this rate of transcriptions between DNA and messenger RNA. And the protein transcription factor controls the rate of transcription between DNA and messenger RNA by binding to a specific DNA sequence. Next exercise, we have the legs standing wide apart. We breathe in and out, and we dive down. And now breathe deep in through the nose into the chest. And out through the mouth. And again in. And out. And again in. And out. And again in. And out we change to one leg. And breathe in. And out. And in. And out we change to the other leg. And breathe in. And out. And in. And out we come back into the middle. And breathe in. And out. And the last time in. And out, we're coming up with a round back. And then making a backward shoulder roll at the top. The next snippet. The transcription factor protein regulates genes. So the transcription factor protein regulates genes. Genes can be expressed at the right time, in the right amount, in the right cell. So genes can be expressed in the right amount, at the right time, in the right cell. And the transcription factor protein controls that these genes are expressed in the right cell, at the right time, in the right amount. Next exercise. We have the feet standing together, and we breathe in and out, and we dive down. And breathe in and out. And breathe again in through the nose, deep into the chest. And out. And again in. And out, we're coming up with a round back. And then making a backward shoulder roll out of the top. Transcription factors work in groups to control cell division, cell growth, cell death, and cell migration. So these transcription factor proteins work together in groups to control cell division, cell death, cell migration, and cell growth. So division, growth, death, and migration. The RNA polymerase, is the enzyme doing the transcription from DNA to RNA. So RNA polymerase is the enzyme that does the transcription between DNA and messenger RNA, or DNA and RNA. And transcription factors are doing the job of activator or repressor of an RNA polymerase enzyme, which does the transcription from DNA to RNA. So these transcription factor proteins activate or repress this RNA polymerase enzyme. And the DNA binding domain exists, DNA binding domain, and transcription factor proteins have this DNA binding domain, and with the DNA binding domain, the transcription factor proteins can attach to a specific DNA sequence which is adjacent to the gene which the transcription factor proteins regulate. The next exercise for garden pose. The feet are pointing to the outside. We have an ulnar length space between the heels. We breathe in, bring our arms up, and we breathe out and going down. And we are placing the elbows against the inside of the knees, and we breathe in and try to straighten the back. And out we're going with the back up. And breathe in. And out, back into the garden pose. And breathe in and straighten the back. And out. And breathe in. And out. And now we're going to breathe in, and when we breathe out again, we're coming up in one slow and straight line. So breathe in. And out. And the next exercise. We have one standing leg, and we're placing the heel of the other leg above the knee. Do this only if you can do it without injuring your knee. And we go down. So, transcription factors. Transcription factors are proteins. DNA and messenger RNA exists. And the so-called transcription exists. And the transcription factors control the transcriptions between DNA and messenger RNA. The transcription between DNA and messenger RNA is done by the enzyme RNA Polymerase, or something like that pronounced, RNA Polymerase. And the transcription factors works as an activator or repressor of this DNA, of this RNA polymerase, and controls the transcription between DNA and RNA. And again, same setup, heel about the knee, do this only if you can do it without injuring your knee, and we're going down. And these transcription factor proteins have a DNA binding domain, and with that they can attach to a specific location of the DNA, which is close to the gene which they regulate. And these transcription factors regulate the cell division, migration, death, and growth. Yes, of cells. And we're kind of coming up. Yes, these transcription factors control that that genes are expressed at the right amount in the right cell at the right time. And we work in groups together to do that. Okay, the last exercise, the one we did at the beginning. So we breathe in and out. In and out. In, out, and now last time we breathe in, closing our legs, and we're done with the morning stretching. So transcription factors, the transcription factor. The transcription factors are proteins. DNA and messenger RNA exist. Transcription, so-called transcription exists. And the transcription factor proteins control this transcription between DNA and RNA. And the transcription factor proteins control the transcription between DNA and messenger RNA to make sure that genes are expressed in the right cells at the right amount in the right time. And these transcription factors control that these genes are expressed at the right time in the right amount in the cells in this right cell, so that to control cell death, cell migration, cell division, and cell growth. And the DNA binding domain exists, and these transcription factors have it, and with that they can attach to a specific location, to a specific DNA sequence, and this specific DNA sequence is adjacent, it's close to the gene which these transcription factors control, and these transcription factors control this by activating or repressing, as an activator or repressor, promoting or reducing the enzyme RNA polymerase to control the transcription between DNA and RNA. These were some info snippets to transcription factors. I thank you very much, and until next time.